President Biden will address the country today about the Omicron surge. He's expected to unveil new steps to help tackle this highly contagious variant, just as millions of Americans plan to travel ahead of the holidays. Alice Barr is joining us now with the latest from Washington. Alice, good morning.
Good morning, Maureen. President Biden will be announcing steps to expand access to testing, to vaccines at new clinics for both, and also to send federal employees to help hospitals that may be overwhelmed with cases, as this new COVID surge is sending more employers, companies back to work from home policies. The NHL announcing it's pausing its season, and schools are considering a return to remote learning. So President Biden really addressing a nation that feels discouragingly like the early days of the pandemic.
With Omicron tearing across the country, now officially the dominant strain of COVID in the U.S., President Biden is preparing to address the nation today about his administration's response. It comes as the White House announced he tested negative following close contact with a staffer who tested positive. The CDC says the highly contagious Omicron variant now accounts for more than 73% of new cases, overtaking the Delta strain with startling speed.
That punch of a surge on top of depleted healthcare workforces, that's when mortality goes up. So this, I think, is going to be the most important thing I'm looking for in the president's remarks.
Overnight, Texas health officials announcing the first known Omicron-related death, an unvaccinated man with underlying health conditions. For the fully vaccinated and boosted, doctors are hopeful Omicron cases will be mild.
We're seeing breakthrough infections even in elderly people. If they're boosted, it's turning out to be really mild.
Like Pfizer before it, Moderna announcing its booster shot significantly increases protection against Omicron, leaving health officials with this Christmas wish.
And that we put aside all the political, ideological nonsense that gets in the way of our really doing a full, good public health job and get everybody who can be vaccinated, vaccinated.
Now, as Americans rush home for the holiday,
we're just going to wash our hands as much as we can, wear our masks, things like that.
Medical experts worry the Omicron surge is just getting started.
President Biden will be saying today that his administration is going to start sending 500 million at-home tests to Americans who request them through a new website, as well as standing up more clinics for people to visit in person. This is amid shortages of those at-home tests and long lines across the country as people are scrambling to get tested before Christmas gatherings. Maureen?
Yeah, we know that that's been a problem. And Alice, can you give us more details on what the president will talk about today?
Yeah, we've just gotten some new information about this. In addition to those new steps for testing, the president is going to direct 1,000 members of the military to go out to hospitals that may be overrun by cases over the next couple of months. And he's going to be deploying FEMA to set up overflow capacity at those hospitals, as well as pre-positioning PPE, that protective equipment that was in such short supply at the beginning of the pandemic, ventilators, as well as N95 masks, et cetera. They're going to be set up in strategic places around the country so they can be easily shifted to hospitals and locations that need them most. Maureen?
All right. Alice, very important. Thank you so much. We'll be paying attention to what the president has to say later today. Thank you for the update.